Hey guys, today you will learn 2 ways to get viral traffic for free. I'm going to show you some of my own results so you can see that I am actually legit, and I'm going to show you the 4 essential steps that you need to do to get viral traffic. I'm going to give you a couple of do's and don'ts for maximum results. I'll also give you a few handy websites that you can use to help you get more viral traffic. And if you stay until the end, I'm going to show you how one of my websites got 4 million visitors every single month. So welcome to ProfitCopilot.com. My name is Mick, MEANEY, and I'm here to help you to get traffic so you can profit from your passions. And today I'm going to run you through a method that I have developed called the viral traffic formula. So the 2 ways that you can go viral is number 1, dumb luck. So you create a piece of content and it just happens to go viral, and then it gets mainstream PR coverage. That's not a very reliable or predictable way to get traffic, but the second way, which is more reliable, there's actually a strategy behind it, and that is to first get PR coverage and then go viral. So use the mainstream media as a springboard to go viral, and this method is more predictable, but it's still not guaranteed. But it is your absolute best possible chance of going viral. I mean, have a look at my results. So here, this article got 800,000 views. Look at this one. This article has had over 1 million views. And this one, again, 1 million views. Let's not stop there. Let me show you this one too. That's had over 2 million views. And I actually had to turn off commenting on all of these articles because it just became too much to moderate. Can you imagine how many people were commenting? I just couldn't cope. Turned off the comments and let the discussions carry on social media. So I'm going to show you the process that you can use to emulate me and maybe get similar results. And it all starts with creating the right content. The content that you make has to be magnetic. I'm going to walk you through that. So we've got infographics, comics, videos. We really need something that's a little bit more than just your average blog post. Your typical everyday run-of-the-mill content doesn't really go viral, so we need to add extra value to it. I'm going to show you the 4 steps that you need to take. Number 1, discovery. Number 2, brainstorm. 3, outreach. And 4, creation. Let's go through them all in a bit more detail. So the discovery phase, this is where we research your topic. So we're going to examine content on Google, Twitter, Pinterest, any other platforms that you can think of. Maybe Facebook could be a good starting point too. So what we need is a formula to help us find the right type of content. And we're looking specifically for content that we know performs well. So the formula that you can use is content format. So that could be infographic, video, memes, doesn't really matter, plus your topic. So let's use the example here, infographics plus spy drones. Now, I've had some success in the spy drone niche, generating viral traffic for that type of content. So let's go with infographics plus spy drones. Or we can go with video plus spy drones. You just put in your topic and the type of content format that you want to work with. Now you list all the articles and the results that have been featured on big publications. So you go through the SERP results, have a look at which ones get the most social shares, and this will help you discover what type of content goes viral for that particular topic. Compile the best results, the best performing content, and then we're going to move on to step 2, which is brainstorming. So now you know what works. You have to list some ideas, and listen, anything goes at this phase, so don't hold back. You want to ask yourself what hasn't been done before. What are other industries doing but not yours? What are the white papers to look at? How can you make boring content less boring, easy to understand, more entertaining? How can you simplify complicated ideas? What demand isn't being met in your industry? Now list down as many ideas as you can, and then we're going to move on to step 3, which is outreach. Now you've done your research, you know what works, You have some ideas of what might work. Now you're going to approach journalists and ask for feedback on those ideas. And listen, you can directly ask them, would you publish this? I think it's best to be honest, be completely upfront. Look for ideas that are mutually beneficial. When you get a positive response from journalists, then go ahead, create that piece of content. Otherwise, you have to go back to the drawing board, start again, come up with some new ideas and try again. It's worth noting that people usually support the things that they help create. So if you get positive feedback from journalists, that's your foot in the door to getting published, because you know that that content will be kind of tailor-made for that particular audience. Next, you need to create your content and then tell the journalists. And if you don't get any response, don't worry, that's perfectly normal. These guys are very busy. They get pitched all the time. So send follow-up emails. And I've actually got another little idea, a little tactic that you can use to get on their radar, to get your content in front of the right people. So that's to create a Facebook campaign. So you're going to spend a little bit of money to target journalists and editors. And you're going to promote that content on Facebook specifically to people who work in the media. And you can also target by employer as well. If you want to target particular publications, then Facebook ads will allow you to do that too. So that's one way of getting your content in front of them, but we've got other ways. So how can you find more journalists? Well, the Help a Reporter Out website, HARO, is a really good starting point. They've got a premium option and free option, so you don't need to pay to use it. Then there's also Ninja Outreach is a good site. You can actually filter the results to only bring back journalists if you want to. And I'm hearing, I haven't used this myself, but I'm hearing that people are getting good results approaching and pitching ideas to journalists on LinkedIn. And when I think about it, that makes perfect sense. Okay, so let's have some do's and don'ts to make sure that you get maximum results from this method. So don't make adverts, don't make promotional content. If your content looks overly promotional, it won't fly, okay? You have to think about things that will be of absolute interest to audiences. And as harsh as it might sound, audiences aren't necessarily going to be interested in your adverts. So make it all about the content. And to help you do that, monitor the news cycle. So think about newsjacking. How can you take something that's current, happening in the news, and put your unique spin and angle on it and make it relevant to your niche? If you can do that, then it suddenly becomes newsworthy. Another way is to make data interesting. Take something boring and a bit bland, make it appealing to people who might not necessarily want to go and study that data. So make it interesting. Or you could make something easier to understand. Take a complicated idea, break it down, make it digestible. Or a really effective way, and I've used this to massive success, is to use controversy. So you polarize an audience, you make them debate an issue, take sides, and what happens is the people who will agree with you will promote your piece of content for you, and the ones who disagree with you will then continue to promote the content for you as well, because they want people on their side. So there you get the best of both worlds, and I've used this to amazing effect. But this is just one tactic, right? And if you want to see how I grew a hobby site to 4 million visitors a month in just 3 years, go to profitcopilot.com/traffic, or you can click the link below and get there. And if you found this useful, give it a thumbs up below, subscribe to the channel if you're new here so you never miss an update from me. And I will hopefully see you again on Monday. Take care, guys. Have a good weekend.